Good morning, class. I'm glad to see that everyone is here today. So let me tell you about today. Today is a really special day because we're going to meet someone that's very special. They're not going to walk in through the door, but we're going to meet her here in this story. So her name is Amelia Bedelia, and let's look at this. Let's look at what she's wearing. Yeah, she's a housekeeper. She helps Mrs. Rogers out in Mrs. Rogers' home. So she cleans house for her. And Amelia Bedelia is a very interesting person, like I said, because her understanding of language is very unique. And I think you'll be able to relate to her too. Okay, so this is Amelia Bedelia's to-do list. Mrs. Rogers has given her these two things to do today. So let's look at this. The first one is strip the sheets off the bed. So has anyone ever heard this expression before? Like, has Mom ever told you to strip the sheets off the bed? Oh, okay. So let's see what this means. Let's see Amelia Bedelia's interpretation of strip the sheets off the bed. So I want you to look at this picture. What is Amelia Bedelia doing? What is she doing to the sheets? She is actually tearing the sheets into strips, right? That's what she thinks this means. Now think about it. Do you think Mrs. Rogers wanted her to do this to the sheets when she told her, okay, Amelia Bedelia, strip the sheets off the bed? I don't think so either. So this must mean something else, right? Not literally tear the sheets into strips, right? Okay, so let's look at this one. Let's look at number 2. This is scatter the roses around the living room. So has anyone ever asked you to scatter the roses around the living room? No? Okay, well, let's look at this in the story. What does Amelia think about scatter the roses around the living room? So let's look at this picture. Interesting, isn't it? What is she doing? She's having fun, yes. What is she doing? She's literally throwing the roses all around the room, right? That's what she thinks scatter the roses around the living room means. So do you think that's what Mrs. Rogers wanted her to do? No. So again, this must mean something else. Even though we have these words and we're looking at each word and thinking that it means one thing, these are called idioms. So in the English language, you're going to always find things like this. You may hear someone saying something that doesn't quite make sense. It doesn't mean strip the sheets off the bed and you're thinking, oh, they're actually tearing the sheets off the bed? No. So it's just something that we've agreed upon, I guess, as a culture or just as a group of people. We've just agreed, you know what, this is what this is going to mean. Okay? All right, so you have your idiom handout at the table with you, and you have a partner that you're going to work with today. So you're not going to have to do this alone, right? That's always nice. All right, so I want you to look at your idioms handout, and I want you to find these 2 idioms, right? You're going to find them in here. You're going to read the story with your partner, and I want you to find these 2 idioms. As you're reading the story, you're going to look for these idioms, and this is your job. I want you to determine, what do these mean? So either using context clues, right? When we're reading, we're looking for clues. There's clues that let us know, you know what? This is what this may mean. Or even the pictures we were looking at. They may give us some clues too. Okay, class, so before we get started on that, I want you to look at this. Let's look at the grammar corner today. Can someone read these 2 verbs for me? Finish and scatter, that's right. So, the regular verbs. These are the verbs that we like, right? These are our friends. These are so easy to make in the past tense? What do we have to do to regular verbs to make them past tense? Just add ed. Easy. So what do we do with finish? How are we going to make that in the past? Yes, just add ed to finish. Finished. I finished my homework early. Now I can watch some TV, right? Now I can relax. That's a nice one. A regular verb. Just add ed. How about scatter? The one we saw here. Scatter, what do we do? It's a regular verb. Okay, easy. Just add ed. Very good. So scatter becomes scattered. We're adding ed. So on your sheet, this is what you're going to do with your partner. Enjoy Amelia Bedelia. Get to know her. I think you're going to like her. And I think, again, you're going to be able to relate to Amelia Bedelia. And she's not going to be someone you're going to forget. Okay? Almost like meeting her in person, you're not going to forget her. So on your sheet, you're going to look for these two idioms in the story. Figure out what those two idioms really mean. And then you have a place for two other idioms. You're going to find two more in the story. And then find three verbs that are written in the past tense. So we know they end in ed, right? Okay, class, if you have any questions, let me know.